wanted to share with you today a new skincare range which I've come across. It was actually sent to me to try by a company called Lavie Labs. Now this skincare range, it's called Hydrolift for the anti-aging cream or moisturiser, which you use morning and evening, and then it comes with a boosting serum called Oulala, which you use just at night. Now the two together have worked really well for me, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to share them with you. It's based on really interesting ingredients. Scientists discovered some time ago that a particular kind of apple in Switzerland didn't seem to deteriorate in the winter months when they were put away for storage at the same rate as other apples. So they investigated why this was. And what they've done is they've captured the stem cells of these apples to include in this particular product range. As much as it it stops apples decaying, it also slows down the aging process, or so they believe, of the skin. And what it actually does is it really helps to plump up the skin and diminish deep lines and wrinkles. Now, I was told that I would see a difference in 2 weeks and see an even more significant difference after 4 weeks. For the product itself, the moisturiser comes in a small jar, and it has a little small jar, but I've used it so much I've practically rubbed the name off the front of it, and it comes with a little scoop to actually take the product out, and the serum itself has a pipette. Now I absolutely love the serum, I love the smell of it. I'm not really into heavily perfumed products, but this serum, which contains, as well as the stem cells, also contains retinol and vitamin C. And it's a really quite a thick consistency, and it's good to demonstrate it here for a second, but it absorbs very, very quickly into the skin, and it's very fresh smelling. Now I was trying to figure out what it reminded me of, and of course it occurred to me it's apples, but it's very, very light, very, very fresh, and as you can see, absorbs very quickly. And the moisturiser is similar. Once you apply that in addition to the serum, again, it's very, very quickly absorbed into the skin. Now, as we said earlier, you apply the serum just in the evening. I'm not going to take all my makeup off. I used to do that when I was, maybe 10 years ago when I started to do these video reviews, but as I'm sort of now 59, I'm a little bit more reluctant to go totally barefaced on camera. But you apply it in upward movements and across, applying it just to one side, apply it around, I apply around the eye to cover up my crow's feet, really across the entire face along the jawline, and also along the smoker's lines, and the same with the moisturiser. And I've been applying it around the eye area, but not covering the entire eye area, because that's not really what this particular range is developed for. It's not a specific eye cream or eye treatment. And the moisturiser, as well as having the apple stem cell technology, has 3 different types of hyaluronic acid molecules, very small to actually penetrate deeper into the skin to actually enhance hydration and luminosity. Now, with all the ingredients combined, I have to say I have noticed a distinct improvement, definitely around the area of the crow's feet, and also with across the horizontal lines on my forehead. Not so much this vertical line in the middle, which I think I just frown too much when I'm working on my laptop every day. But I've noticed a very significant difference here. So as I said, at the end of 2 weeks I didn't have to use a primer, and at the end of the 4 weeks I noticed that in addition to the improvement in my crow's feet and these lines, I also had a more even skin tone, and I had 1 or 2 really dark spots on my cheek, and they faded significantly as well. So I'm really pleased that I've tried this out. It's a product which I'm hoping to continue to use, and it's one I would definitely buy. It's now going to be a firm favourite on my bathroom shelf, and I'm so pleased to have had the opportunity to try it. So if you're looking out for it, again, it's Hydrolift by Lavie Labs for the day and evening moisturiser, and for the booster serum it's the Oulala. I know that people have been using the moisturiser serum, but personally I think as we reach our late 50s, which I have done now, I think we need that little bit of extra help, and so I've been religiously using the serum in addition to the moisturiser. But anyway, I hope you give it a try and look forward to your feedback as well. That's Hydrolift Anti-Aging Cream and the Oulala Anti-Aging Booster Serum.